Hi guys, back again. Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius all together in this tarot card reading, okay? Sorry about that, the upload speeds, blah, blah, blah. But it's now Sunday and I want them up this weekend, so I'm afraid this is the only way I can do it because I'm starting again tomorrow, getting stuff uploaded for next weekend because it takes a little while here. Never mind, 3-card tarot, well, no, 1 card each actually, and then we'll do an oracle card for significance for each of the signs. So shuffling now and asking for just 1 card for the sign of Libra, please. Just 1 card for Libra. They've got a mind of their own, these things. It's Tarot in Wonderland. And the card we have for the sign of Libra is Ace of Wands. Now, this is a great card to come up. Brilliant thing to get. It's about fire signs, really. So, you know, will, passion, drive, determination. Basically, what you're doing, what you're thinking about with the wand here, it can be making progress. The wands are all about progress and actually making things happen, actually getting things done, Libra. But there is only one here and it's a beginning. But manifesting your light into the world is what this is all about, because this single candle here is really, really bright, and there's the feeling that there's some alchemy going on here between the wand and the candle. It's about goals and desires and opportunities to transform in that direction as well, really, Libra. There's work to be done when this card comes up, and it could be quite hard, quite frustrating work, and this is different for everybody, of course, you know, but it's the old thing, if you get out what you put in, and if you really want to make huge strides and do things that like no one else can do, or that no one else is managing to do at the moment anyway, it's going to take a bit of an extreme effort, okay, Libra, but don't be afraid to make it, because if you push forward with this, the chances are you'll have a great success with it. It's been described, in fact it's described in the book that goes with the Wonderland Tarot actually, as being like rubbing 2 sticks together to make a fire. It actually can be done. The only reason most of us watching this can't do that is we live in the internet world, where we've got at the very least a box of matches or maybe even a lighter. Okay, so that is the card we've got for Libra in this reading. Now let's see what more we can find out by delving into Work Your Light, Rebecca Campbell's amazing oracle deck, and Danielle Noel's pictures on it as well, which are fabulous. Right, so let's shuffle and say, tell us more please about the Ace of Wands in this reading for the sign of Libra. I'm doing this late June 2019, by the way. It's around, well, it's a little bit after the solstice now, but around the solstice time. YouTube allowing me to do it, of course. And but it doesn't matter when you watch these, okay? It's fluid energy, it's ready when you are, basically. Okay, so the card we've got now from this oracle deck to tell us more about the Ace of Wands, Keepers of the Earth. Right, now there is a deck out there called Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray, which I often read from, I enjoy it. But this deck is great as well. It's just pointing the other way, Keepers of the Earth. And you know, we don't really tend to think of the Earth as the light, do we? And here we come to the nitty-gritty, actually, because this is all about bringing light into the world. And Libra, this is about bringing light into your world, about being dynamic and making things happen the way you want them to. You'll be feeling that impetus as well, I'm sure. We've got turquoise all over here, suggesting that it's about speaking your truth. The writing says, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you, and you can see them all around you there. Libra. So there's loads of energy behind you, there's loads of positivity, there is all kinds of things you can do which are going to make no end of improvements to things if you just get down to it, and don't be put off by the impossible, because there's a physical gap between the wand and the candle here, and it's not immediately obvious how on earth the wand could actually light a candle. But it can. It's all in the alchemy of things. And you know what I mean, guys? If you actually get up and get active and decide you want to make a thing happen, that's the way to actually go about it and go forward and make it happen. Okay, we're going to move on rather swiftly now to the sign of Scorpio. Shuffling, asking for a card. Just 1 card, please, for the sign of Scorpio. In this reading, which we are doing late June 2019, but which people can listen to or watch anytime they like. 1 card, please, for the sign of Scorpio, and we have got Her Majesty, the Queen of Swords, and she is a very serious-looking character, is she not? Air sign energy when swords come up. Kind of communication and truth would be the main themes of this, as I'm seeing it. Queen of Swords, she's intelligent, she's got a lot of authority about her, and she's actually confident to use that authority as well, differing from some of the other queens in that sense. So here we go. Have you actually got confidence in yourself, Scorpio? It can be a difficult one. It really can, particularly for Scorpio, because it's a sign that likes to see things as going one way or the other. No offense to you, Scorpio, if that's not what you're like. It's just that's one of the characteristics that goes with it for a great many Scorpios. Okay, but rules and logic need to come into the picture here. Out there ideas are really great, but can only come about if there's actually cool logic. And the Queen of Swords is sitting there quite happily in a sort of majestic way, with holding up the sword of whatever decision's got to be made. And I feel there could be one singular decision to be made here. I really do. It's about what direction are you going in, basically. And that would be more the Two of Swords, wouldn't it? But the Queen of Swords brings that question and asks us that question in a more serious way than we've been asked so far in the journey, because completion is actually on its way. We could actually be moving towards having exactly what we want at this point. That's just the way it goes. And that is the way it's going for Scorpio in terms of the Queen of Swords. But let's get into Work Your Light again, have a shuffle here and say, tell us more about the Queen of Swords in this reading for the sign of Scorpio, please, in June 2019. And going forward, tell us more, please, about the sign of Scorpio and the card, the Queen of Swords. And what have we here? It's the deck that loves to stick together. Oh, now this is a good one. Yes, just say yes. Now this kind of throws out the cool logic of the Queen of Swords, rather, doesn't it? But think about it, guys. Wouldn't it actually make a lot of logical sense to actually just start saying yes to things? This card comes in at a time when we've just had to say no for a while. But it's very liberating. It reminds me of Ganesh, actually, because Ganesh is always saying yes. So a hint of Vedic astrology in the picture there. And it's a, yes, just say yes. It's that simple. Now we've got three angelic characters here involved in a dance. I'm seeing some Three of Cups energy here, some heart's desires coming into reality, some dreams becoming real, because the purple healing all around them is kind of, it's sharply cut into by the turquoise sky of truth. And that's a really good blend to happen. And just look at how the light is rising up. Yeah, and it seems to be coming from this lady, but really it's coming from all of them. That's just the way around we're looking at it. So, are we all looking at things the right way round? That's a question we may very well need to ask ourselves, Scorpio. It's really, really easy to kind of see a string of events happening as they do in life, and just think, well, that's kind of, that's the way it's gone. When actually, if we look more deeply into it, we might find the causes and effects lie in different areas. So have a think about why have things gone the way they've gone, really. That's the Queen of Swords energy there, saying look back. Yeah, and communication, truth. Do you need to talk to people about things? Very probably, because Mercury retrograde is nearly upon us as I'm recording this. It's coming up on July the 7th, but we're actually already into the pre-shadow. So wacky things are happening around communication at this time. I'll say that not just to Scorpio, but Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, all the rest of them as well. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Why ever not? Okay. So it's time to move on to Sagittarius now. So I'll shuffle again and say, please tell us something about the sign of Sagittarius. Just one card reading from the tarot here for the sign of Sagittarius in June 2019. And what have we got? It's the Three of Pentacles. Ah, now, steady progress. This is rather good. This actually, these star signs tend to go in a kind of a flow. There's a good reason for doing Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius together. They're kind of complementary energies. When you get down to reading, you find that one thing plays into another. So, Three of Pentacles, there it is. And things are looking as if they could easily come to completion here. A huge amount of potential for doing more. But it's going to be about blending kind of all the different aspects of life together. One way to say it would be engage all aspects of the self, and this is how wisdom works, really. It's almost like a shift coming, as if we learn one thing after another until we're ready for a shift. The thing to add to that here, though, is two friends working hard here to keep things going. One of them not doing all that much work, but yeah, there they are. They're ready. They're kind of willing to help, and they are actually allies or allies. I'm never sure what the best way is to say that. But do value other people, okay? Because the others in your soul group and just your general group of friends, who are your soul group, let's face it, are going to be willing to help if only you will ask, actually. So don't kind of just, wait around and, think, oh dear, I can't do this. It's going to take a lot longer. See if there's help there, Sagittarius, to make it work. Because you can make it work. You can make it happen. Basically, it's about having vision as well as kind of the whole thing about valuing other people. See, it adds a great deal to what you can actually achieve. Because you get people coming together. It's not just the sum of the people coming together. Well, sorry, it is. It's the sum of the people, it being greater than the parts. I'm not saying, you know what I mean, don't you? Okay, right, we'll leave it there. Right, gosh, never record video on a phone on a Sunday morning. I'm just getting loads of notifications from all my favourite YouTubers posting their videos. Anyway, I'll get on with it, and with a bit of luck, I can post mine. So I'm shuffling now into Work Your Light again. Rebecca Campbell's amazing Oracle deck. I love this deck. I was saying, tell us more about the Three of Pentacles in this reading for the sign of Sagittarius in June of 2019. And here we have, break the chain. Right, now then, because everything looks as if it's going swimmingly in the Three of Pentacles, doesn't it? I've even got the card the wrong way up there, but there we are. It came out the right way up, by the way. So look at all that progress there. Look at all the potential in that. But here we're saying, break the chain. Isn't that strange, as if things suddenly need to kind of go in a different direction? Well, maybe they do, okay? Because we are talking about engaging all aspects of ourselves, and that's true wisdom. The path of life, like it reflects the spiritual path all the time, and everything we learn adds to our wisdom and enables us to grow as people and go further. So we've got break the chain here, ancestral patterns healing, rewriting the future. So, as you're engaging all aspects of yourself, Saggy, why not cut out some of the less welcome kind of information that's coming in from the past? The true wisdom is actually saying what worked well, what not just what worked well for everybody, but what worked well for me. Think of yourself in this. You're allowed to. It's the way things work. It's the way things tick. We've got not exactly a clear blue sky there, but all I'm seeing is kind of planets and beautifully coloured mists. And the character here has her skirt blowing in the wind. So the winds of change are blowing, yeah, and the main thing to do, Saggy, is not hang on to the past then. Okay, guys, well, thanks very much for watching. Sorry it's just 1 for 3 signs, but somehow it's going to work. It always comes together. It always works. Big love to all of you for watching. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's down there somewhere. And tap that bell so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. And why not leave me a like if you've enjoyed it. Have a good one, folks. I'll be back soon with yet more videos, possibly slightly different formats. I think next week I might do like... doing by the groupings of signs like air signs, fire signs, water signs, and do it that way because it just I would like to keep it always the same so you know what you're getting. That's really what it's all about. That's really what I'm saying. So I'll have a rethink, I'll have a rework, but isn't that life? Life is change, and the internet certainly is. Okay, have a good one, folks. I'll see you again very soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye, and peace.